It's you!
Can I help you?
Ken Masters!
I told you! You got the wrong guy!
Don't play dumb! You were thinking can't beat him, join him, and picked up a cool body like mine! Oh!
We're caught up with Ono-san here in a hotel room close to Tokyo Game Show, and to talk about Street Fighter X Tekken, his latest project. And earlier this week I was at the Namco Bandai offices and I met with Harada-san. And could you just give us an insight in how it's been to sort of work with your rival and how that relationship is?
Well,
I'm not too sure what Harada said about me, but I don't really look at him as my rival. It kind of feels like we're an old married couple almost.
I really think this is a very exciting collaboration between our two companies, both with the Street Fighter X Tekken and the Tekken X Street Fighter that we plan to make. But you know, it is still a rivalry, even though it appears somewhat friendly. And I think it will continue to be as such for the next couple of years going forward. And a lot of people think maybe this is just a promotional gimmick that we have planned, but there were actually some real stunts in there that weren't planned that have happened over Twitter. So not all of it is fake.
You know, it's like I've been spending more time with him, talking to him, than my family lately. So, you know, we just feel like really, really good old buddies. At least that's how it is to me. You know, it's been great working with him.
So has he given you complete freedom to do what you want with Tekken in this game, or does he have a lot of opinions about what you're doing?
Well, that's one of the great things about working with Harada-san. You know, I think it's because we respect each other so much, but both for Street Fighter X Tekken and Tekken X Street Fighter, there are no limits. There are no limits in, you know, the models, in the clothing, the design, the fighting balancing. We're letting each other do what we want. And that's been really, really great. You know, of course, Capcom in Osaka, we're all gentlemen, so, you know, we're going to go ahead and leave the clothes on the Tekken female characters. That's what we'll do. But, you know, I don't know about Harada. He might actually, you know, bring out Cammy completely naked, or maybe Chun-Li where you could kind of see maybe a little bit too much. That's probably going to happen, but, you know, we let him do it, so, oh well, what are you going to do?
Each man to his own, right?
ですね。まあみんなね、好きなようにそれぞれできたら、まあ楽しいじゃ楽しいですね。
はい、もう本当
Yeah,
に
yeah, it's really, really great. It's it's interesting and fun to see what both sides are doing and what both sides think is fun and interesting. To me, I look at this as a festival, right? This is a festival that brings these two franchises together, and obviously we're going to do what we want with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and it's going to be fun and interesting to us as well as to Namco Bandai, and we really can't wait to see what they do with Tekken Cross Street Fighter. And I think this carnival festival feeling is going to go on for a long time, and the users are going to be the players are going to be the ones who win out in the end.
And what has been the main challenge of bringing these two universes and very different fighting games together into one game?
もう本当に一つは戦略性が違うんですよね。
Yeah, probably the most difficult thing about bringing these two IPs together was the fact that strategy within Street Fighter and Tekken fighting is so different. Yep, in Street Fighter you've got round one fight and then you've got K at the end, but in that round there are many different little fights going on where you kind of have an exchange and then you step back and go at it again. And in Tekken it's much more physical and in your face, where kind of the rock paper scissors, which makes up the core of fighting games. If you throw the correct throw one time, you win the entire round. So the pacing and the strategy are very different in Tekken and Street Fighter, and that was very difficult to kind of balance. It's not like you can totally say, okay, well, we're just gonna make Street Fighter kind of a physical fighting game where you just go from one to the end with no breaks in the middle. It's kind of like trying to put two sports together, right? It's like trying to say, well, what if we put football and hockey together? That's not what we were trying to do, but we put a lot of different systems into the game that we feel like have really brought it together. Tokyo Game Show today, we announced the Pandora system. That was one of those as well. Yeah, we're really happy, and we think people are going to be happy where it's ended up.
I think we're out of time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.